Varsity finds.
Yes, that's so I feel like that can really does. There's a lot of the best. I felt best. I knew that those best of the most. If you go with the way else, yeah, but else, yeah, that's good. I have. So, however, don't work
Watch, I might slice because they're aligned for protecting the only. So green is over here, red is over here. It'd be kind of nice if they all kind of have this too. I'm gonna let it be challenging a little bit.
having objects. Yes, it all work over the no, no. So, yeah, but I'm
It's easier from a scorekeeping perspective. It matches how it worked out. She's not keeping score, so I mean,
for all these systems. That's very some values. No one's wasn't about like
okay.
we say
And then let's see.
it's fine. But on this, yeah, I
Okay, and then quickly, I want to make sure you all are in the right seats. Excuse me. You want to?
Okay, we're going to do another check for making sure that you're in the right seats and right buzzers. So just starting from my far left, just say your name and buzz in and test your buzzer out. Okay. Okay, Sora.
Okay.
I'm Roman.
Henry.
Yeah. Anish. Hi. You. Um. Rohan. Char.
All right. Thank you all.
Just gonna have our second score get set up over there so that all of the coaches, parents, spectators, family members can view the live scores. So we won't necessarily do like a reading out of the scores, but you can look at the screen and we'll give you like a break every 10 questions or so. And at tense moments to make sure that everything looks right. Hopefully there's some people in the audience that are also keeping scores, just kind of keeps honest, but you'll be able to see it live on the screen in just a second. So we'll get started shortly once that's set up. And also, the students up here are finalists. I will have you still go down and like introduce just your name, your grade, what school or state you're from, just to introduce yourself to the audience. So think about that. You don't want to just be caught off guard on the spot. It's over there.
So on the far left is Gerard Red. That's so
Yes. First, I almost two. Here's a chair. Or not.
they're not. Name change.
Sorry, read it from it is bridged.
So, yeah, so John.
And
Here?
no, it's Sabrina. So that would be Zish. Cherry has so she or you. AUM is a I or is not means
It's also I just check it every now and again. That's right. Is the live stream all set?
How often do you want to score check?
Probably 10 questions.
Okay.
But I mean, we don't have to necessarily read it out. Like, I'll just say, okay, at 10, we'll do a score check. We can all just like, I'll say it in the microphone for it up. And then if it's like really tight, like, oh, by the way, so and so is like 5 points away. So, okay.
We'll get
Yeah. Consider me. I can't. And it's not because it's sort of wanted. So it's just something you figure out what you it's like strategy. It's some articles in the yes, please. Thankfully, look down as much as all that become challenge about it because this is less well always yourself strong, right?
Yes, that's good. There's doesn't speak.
What's the first show?
And then I have I'm really good at it. Yeah, I'm very experienced sound and like this which is communicating from it's it's on there for 11. And it's like a review of the fast maker. That's my somebody else thought they can I'm usually with the runnings. Now speaking of the hard right. Neither for here. Because the English will actually be at this. So many characters. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We'll get started now. So first off, give a huge round of applause for all of our staff. Appreciate it. This is just going to be many, many questions of fun. So what we'll do, starting on my far left, we'll have each competitor introduce themselves, first and last name, and maybe what grade you are, what state or school you're from. Just go down the rows, and you can also test your buzzer at the same time. So go ahead.
I'm Zora. And I'm from Illinois.
Oh.
I'm Roman. I'm a senior and I'm from Darien, Connecticut. I'm a sophomore and I've been 3 months off my I'm a sophomore and I'm from Varsity, Maryland. I'm Anish. I'm a junior. I'm from South Carolina, coming to Georgia. Hi, I'm a senior. I'm from Richland. I'm Ethan. I'm a senior and I'm from Livingston, New Jersey. I'm Liam Chen. I come from the Copenhagen, California. I'm Rohan. I'm from Bridgewater, New Jersey. I'm sorry. I'm from Lincolnshire. All right.
And we are ready to get started. Good luck to all competitors. This is toss-up number 1.
1 second.
Yes.
That's recording.
Sorry?
I think that's your full recording.
Oh, that's okay. We're actually live streaming this, so I believe we're good on that end. Yes.
Thank you though.
All right. All players ready? Yep. Okay, good. This is toss-up number 1. The historic Kotagede neighborhood in this city contains the remains of the first capital of the Mataram Sultanate. A greater metropolitan area centered around this city contains Magalang and Sleman, the latter of which is home to Gajah Mada University. How many? That is correct. For 5 points to red 1.
No, you got it. Wait, there's something.
Sorry, speak Charlie. So, yes, red 1.
Sora.
No,
That's Sora.
No, it's just us. Sora.
Sora. Okay, great. Then we're all good. Fine. Okay, Sora. 5 points. Speak up a little. Okay, yes. I'm speaking at a microphone, but can everyone else? Is that good? Okay, like.
Yeah.
Okay, how's this?
That's better.
Okay, cool. Toss-up number 2. The emblem of this place features a pair of crossed swords on top of a pair of crossed chains above the words sustain, support, defend. expansion of this place was the subject of the 2005 Daituri protests. This site lies on the former site of Pyeongtaek Airfield, which was built by Imperial Japan. This location is near the community of Anjeong-ri and is about 40 miles south of Seoul. Green 2.
Incheon Airport.
That's incorrect. Green 1.
Sejong.
That's also incorrect. For the points, name this most populous U.S. overseas military base, home to over 40,000 military and civilian personnel. That's time. We're looking here for Camp Humphreys. Toss-up number 3. This peninsula's Site de la Mer is home to the museum submarine Redoutable. This peninsula is mostly dominated by the Armorican Massif, and this peninsula forms the northern. Green 1.
Brittany.
It's incorrect.
The Cochin Chickens.
That is correct. Red 5 or 6 points. Toss up 4. One tributary of this river originates from the extremely remote Jack London Lake. Along this river, Pleistocene Park attempts to recreate Red 2. Answer, please. That's time. Recreate the Ice Age era Mammoth Steppe, south of Chersky. This river derives its name from the tundra Yukagir or Greek. Repeat that?
Lino.
That's incorrect. Yukagir word for river, and Dalstroy managed prison camps in this river's surrounding region. Green 5.
Colima River.
That is correct. That is 6 points. Okay, toss of 5. Sites in this area include the Carter Barron Amphitheater, the Joaquin Miller Cabin, and Pierce Mill, the last remaining grist mill on this area's main waterway. The discovery of the bones of intern Chandra Levy in this location led to popular misconceptions that this place was unsafe. This place's southern end is bounded by the Cleveland Park and Columbia Heights neighborhoods, as well as the National Zoo. For the points, name this urban park in the district of Red 5.
Rockham.
That's incorrect. Red 1.
Rock Hill Park.
That's also incorrect. Red 4. That is correct. Rock Creek Park is what we're looking for 4 points. To Red 4. Toss up 6. This city lies on an eponymous body of water called a liman, which receives the Devya Red 3. That is incorrect. And Pravodiska rivers, and is crossed by the Osapurovo Bridge. This city is a gateway to the resort community of Golden Sands, and its sea garden is the largest landscaped park in the Balkans. Demeter, the ship of Dracula, was said to be docked in this city. Green 3. That's incorrect. Which is located between Constanta and Bernis. For the points, name the second largest port on the western Black Sea, the third largest city of Bulgaria, the Green 4.
Farkas.
Repeat that?
Farkas.
That is incorrect. Green 1.
Barn.
That is correct. Yes, for 3 points. The green 1. And I had finished it, so it's a neg 1.
No, wait.
Toss up 7. That was 3 points for the correct response, neg 1 for the incorrect.
Here, we can do a quick score check here. All right. Alrighty. So we have Abhay with 6, Ethan with -1, Liam -2, Rohan -2, Prisharan -3, Anish 4, Henry 4, Manu -2, Roman -2, Sora 3.
Thank you all. Continuing on to toss-up number 7. The Wagenya people created a system of wooden tripods on this river. Red 1.
The Congo River.
That is incorrect. To harvest fish.
Wrong.
The cities of Ubuntu and
No.
Wangi.
okay, red 3.
Wangi.
That is incorrect. Green 4.
Blue Olive.
That is correct. Yes.
For
That is 6 points.
That shows
Is there a protest? Toss up 8. The southwestern coast of this island is home to a unique Phoenician juniper forest surrounding the Corsican Loop. Pilgrims on this island may walk from the town of Phrygia to the top of its highest point, Mount Pontefract. This island is home to the Ionian University, the youngest of its country's colleges. This island lies off the shores of the Albanian town. That is correct for 5 points. Okay, toss of 9. This location's white cyclone attraction was converted into Hakuge by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2019. This location's shuttle loop is one of only 6 remaining coasters, as well as the only one in Asia. Until the opening of Falcon's flight in Saudi Arabia, this park contained the longest roller coaster in the world and the tallest in Asia. Green 1.
Ferrari.
That's incorrect. Steel Dragon 2000. Further points named this amusement park in Mie Prefecture, which is partially named for the onsen hot springs in a nearby Red 3. That is correct for 4 points. Now your team is out. Okay. Toss up number 10. This island is home to the largest U.S. Coast Guard base, as well as the Pacific Spaceport Complex. This island is home to Miller Point, where the World War II era Fort Abercrombie has been made into a state park. Several portions of this island were permanently raised over 30 feet in elevation following the 1964 Good Friday earthquake.
Kodiak.
That is correct. 5 points to red 5. Okay, and after 10, we'll do another score check. So we have Shritaran with -5, Rohan with -2, Liam with -2, Ethan with 5, Abai with 6, Anish with 9, Henry with 4, Manu with score, Roman with 3, and Shora with 1.
Good.
Good. Okay. This mountain range contains the Saborum hot springs near the Tarso. Red 1.
The Tibesti Mountains.
That's correct for 6 points. Tibesti Mountain. Toss 12. This city's monument to the sun consists of photovoltaic glass plates which produce a light. Read that? That's incorrect. Which produce a light show at night. The islands of Uguljan and Pasman lie on an eponymous archipelago off the coast. Green 1.
Baku.
Incorrect. Coast of this city and a sea organ in this state. Red 3. That is correct for 5 points. A city of this name boasts the original Baskin Robbins and the headquarters of IHOP. That city of this name between Burbank and Pasadena houses St. Red 3. That is correct. 6 points to Red 3. Toss up 14. This body of water provided the code name for the Nazi invasion of Denmark and Norway. This river's longest tributary is the Aller, and it bounds the Bukjangen Peninsula, which includes the port of Nordingham. This river is formed by the confluence between an eponymous tributary, which rises in Thuringia, and the Fulda River and Red 5. That is correct for 6 points. Cross up 15. 2 of the 5 examples of these locations in the world lie in the towns of Carpintaria in Santa Barbara County and McKittrick in the Central Valley. Another of these locations in Venezuela, which is called Lake Bermudez, was used by the Warao people to caulk canoes. Red 5.
Tar pits.
That is correct. 6 points within the 6. Toss of 16. This national park contains Darwin Glacier, as well as Mount Goddard, which is on the boundary of the evolution basin. Sediment behind a terminal moraine led to the creation of this national park's Zumwalt Meadow. Red 3.
Kings Canyon.
That is correct for 6. Okay, toss up 17. This feature in the Taudeni Basin was likely formed by a subsurface igneous intrusion deforming overlying sedimentary rock around 100 million years ago. Red 4. Yes, I can take that for 6 points. Toss of 18. This location was constructed as the summer residency of the Viceroy, New Spain, and this specific location is referenced in the Marines hymn as the Red Tree. That is correct for 6 points. That's 6. Awesome. 19. This city was settled by Moravian missionaries as New Hernut. United Airlines began flights to this city last year. Red 4. That is correct for 6 points. Toss up 20. This national park's ruins of City West were planned to be a rival to Chicago, and this national park is split between La Porte, Porter, and Lake Red 3. Repeat that? That is correct for 6 points. All right, now that we're at 20, we'll do another score check. So we've got Shrikar with -7, Rohan with -4, Liam with -2, Ethan with 5, Abai with 6, Anish with 21, Henry with 16, Manu with 29, Roman with 3, and Sora with 7.
Good.
Okay, great. Moving on to Tasman. This island's highest point is the active stratovolcano Ulawan. Following Red 1.
New Britain.
That is a great buzz. 6 points. Toss 22. The Ayagos River flows from the Tarbagatai Mountains into this body of water, where Korsun Island is found. The closed city of Priozersk is located on the shores of this body of water, which contains Tessaral. Green 1.
Lake Volkov.
That is correct for 6 points. Toss up 23. This city was the first in the Southern Hemisphere to install electric streetlights. The Wildebeest Quill Rock Art Center lies on the outskirts of this city, the former capital of Griqualand West. Red 3.
Go from this.
No, sorry. Green 2.
Fort Elizabeth.
Incorrect. This city's big hole claims to be
Kimberly.
That is correct for
Kimberly.
Red 5. That's 5 points. Kimberly. Toss 24. This mountain range.
5 points.
5 points.
Thank you.
It's 24. This mountain range contains the largest population of the Homerus swallowtail, the largest butterfly species in the Western Hemisphere. One crop named for this mountain range is grown in towns such as Hagley Gap and is used to create a liqueur called Thea Maria. This mountain range's highest peak is split between Portland and St. Thomas parishes, and it forms a national park with the John Crow. Red 4.
Mountains.
That is correct for 5 points. Toss of 25. 2 answers required. A Creole language used in these 2 cities is known as Lingua da Casa. These 2 cities are separated from each other by the Gulf of Kumbat, with one of them Green 1.
So, Ahmedabad and Surat.
That's incorrect. Red 2.
Daman and Diu.
That is correct. Yes, 6 points. Great. Toss 26. It's not part of Europe, but this city's island of Chamian was formerly split between French and British control. The Joux River begins in this city, whose eastern fringes are marked by the Dong River, and this city is located between Dongguan and Foshan. Green 3.
Xiao.
That's incorrect.
Guangzhou.
Green 1. Repeat that?
Guangzhou.
That is correct for 5 points. Okay. Toss of 27. It's not an impact crater, but the Maktesh Ramon is one of these features in the Negev Desert. The Great Gulf and the Tuckerman Ravine are 2 of these features in New Hampshire's White Mountains. Bab du Monde in Burgundy is a rarer fluvial version of these features, which are often bound on their lower ends by till or moraines. Red 3.
Glaciers.
Incorrect.
Like
Red 5.
like huge glacial valleys. Shaped valley. Surfs.
Yes, that is correct. I know the fountain. And that is 5 points. Okay. Toss of 28. An underwater statue called Christ of the Abyss was made to protect scuba divers in this sea, which includes the resort towns of San Remo and Portofino. Red 3.
The Tyrrhenian Sea.
Incorrect. This sea's eastern shoreline is home to a string of seas. Green 2. That is correct for 6 points.
You can see it's like a shirt.
Alright, class 29. This peak can be reached via the Rice Colora route, and a subpeak of this mountain called the Shar was first summited in 1970 by Rolf Walter and Sepp Mayero. Climbing this mountain and another taller neighbor within 24 hours is achieved in the double crown. The South Col is green 4. That's correct for 5 points. Looks today. And toss up 30. In this country, the Combe people intermarried with the Benga people on the island of Corsica. A Creole people in this country, known as the Fernandino, red 1. That's correct for 6 points. And we'll do another school check. So we've got lead to pack Anish with 31, then Manu with 23, Henry with 21, Sora with 19, Ethan with 10, Roman with 9, Abai with 6, Shutar with 2, Rohan with 0, Liam with a -4. So many points back. Remember, it is first to 50. Race is on. Toss up 31. The world's largest human-made excavation, the Bingham Canyon Mine, was dug out in order to mine this resource in Utah. Red 3. That is correct for 6 points. Toss 32. Maria Guiamar de Pinha introduced desserts to this country influenced by Portuguese cuisine, such as foithong and sankaya. The promotion of this country's cuisine was a diplomatic tool under the Kitchen of the World campaign, Green 2. Thailand. That is correct for 6 points. Thailand. House 33. This city's tallest buildings include the Trilogy Towers and the One, the tallest seafront residential building in Europe, while its City of Dreams Mediterranean is the largest integrated resort in the EU. Red 3. That's incorrect. This city lies north of the British military base of Akrotirian. Red 2.
Famagusta.
That's incorrect. Red 1.
Limassol.
That is correct for 6 points. Red 1. Okay. Toss up 34. This city is overlooked by the Hazar Masjid Mountains of the larger Kopet Dagh range. Green 4.
Mashhad.
That is correct for 6 points. Toss up 35. This polity had its capital cities at Al-Malik and Karshi, and this polity corresponded roughly to Green 4.
Warsaw.
Incorrect. To the lands of the former Karakitai Empire. Red 5.
Artsakh.
Incorrect. This polity persisted in a rump state called Mogulistan, which later served Green 1.
The Chagatai.
That is correct for 6 points.
Yes. Lotuses.
Class of 36. Italian immigrants into this state have mostly worked as grape farmers in its Serra Gaucha region. Sao Leopoldo was the first city to be settled by German immigrants in this state. Green 3. That is correct for 6 points. Class of 37. The Talagi Airport provides international travel to and from this city, which was the target of a 2004 bombing that killed 58 people. Richard Chancellor was invited to the courts of Ivan the Terrible after landing at this city, and a certain being named Michael is depicted on the coat of arms of this city, which the English stumbled upon after entering the White Sea. Green 1.
Arkangels.
That is correct for 4 points.
Yeah, I says 5 points.
Toss up 38.
Yes.
This city's Or O'Keeffe Museum of Art was designed by Frank Gehry. This city was possibly where the first blessing of the fleet ritual occurred, and an estate in this city called Beauvoir was once the home of Jefferson Davis. This city's Maritime and Seafood Industry Museum was destroyed in 2005 by Hurricane Katrina.
Biloxi.
That is correct for 5 points. Red 5.
Biloxi.
Toss of 39. This company formerly held the naming rights to Melbourne's Docklands Stadium, which is now named for Red 3. That is incorrect. Named for marble, this company lends its name to an under-construction soccer stadium in Queens, New York, as well as the stadium that hosts Manchester City. Green 4.
Etihad.
That is correct for 5 points. And toss up 40 for which to do another score check. The Rusky Bridge was built in advance of a meeting of this group in 2012. Summits of this group have been hosted in cities such as Port Moresby in 2018. And red 3. Incorrect. And it was hosted in the city of Gyeongju in 2025. Woodside's green 2.
ECR.
That's incorrect. Red 1. That is correct. Yes. That is 6 points to red 1. Okay. Looking at scores now. In the lead, we have Anish with 34, followed by Sora with 31, then Manu with 23, Henry with 21, Ethan with 19, Shrichan with 12, then Roman with 7, Abaya with 6, Rohan with 4, Liam with 2. Everyone's so positive. On to toss 41. This disaster prompted the most recent activation of emergency shoulder. That is correct. 6 points to red 3. Toss up 42. This Afro-Asiatic language dominates the city of Kano. And red 5, that is 6 points to red 5. Awesome. Right, toss up 43. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this location served as the venue of Mike Pence's 2020 RNC vice presidential nomination acceptance speech. A statue called Orpheus of the Awkward Foot overlooks this site at the southeastern end of its city's Locust Point neighborhood. The most famous event at this site overlooks the Patapsco River. Red 3. That is correct. 5 points. Okay, toss up 44. It's not part of Brazil, but this region grants a namesake award at the Oscar Niemeyer International Cultural Center in the city of Avilés. This region was also the site of the Battle of Covadonga, which ended the expansion of Al-Andalus. This region's largest cities include Oviedo and Green 1. That is correct for 5 points. 1. Okay, and moving into the last question, to the final score check, we've got Anish in the lead with 40, Manu in tying distance at 34, Sora at 31, then Ethan at 19, or Henry at 21, sorry, Ethan at 19, Sricharan at 17, then Roman at 7, Babai at 6, Rohan at 4, Liam at 2. All right, left off the headers. Class of 45. This island hosts 8 national parks, including the Lore Lindu National Park and the Bogani Nani Wartabone National Park, which includes endemic species such as the Anoa. Smaller island chains located near and administered by this island include the Selayar Island. Red 1.
Sulawesi.
That is correct for 6 points. And I would say awards will be presented very shortly. It seems that our first place winner and our champions in geography for the Varsity division is Anish. So, Sora, second place, 37 points. And Manu with 34 points. We're actually going straight to awards. So, in fifth place, we have Liam Chen. Rohan Benugo. In eighth place, in seventh place, we've got Roman Gagliardi. In sixth place, we've got Sricharan Srikumar. In fifth place, we have Ethan Liu. Fourth place, we have Henry Berger. Third place, we have Moshe Shrikley. Fifth place, we have Sora Shinoda. And our champion of our division, Anish Raja.